Every big adventure starts with a question, a what if, a how come, a could we. And hidden under the oldest tree in town, if you know where to look, you might just hear the heartbeat of a secret waiting to be found.
By Journal's light we unite. WonderLeaf ignite!
Because in Maple Grove Heights, when the pages glow, Team WonderLeaf is ready to go.
Welcome to Maple Grove Heights, cousins. What do you think? I don't know, Paige. What could possibly be exciting in a small town like this? You'd be surprised! Sometimes the biggest adventures start in the smallest places. And sometimes the most unexpected people can change history. Let me show you something really special. This is our WonderLeaf journal. It's not just any book, it's magical!
Hey there, I'm Trey. Check out this new app I'm working on.
Hi, I'm Zuri. I love your hair, Simone.
And I'm Marcus, future star of stage and screen. You must be Paige's cousins. Want to run some lines with me?
Sure. I guess that could be fun. Wow, Miracle, your gymnastics skills are amazing. Thanks. I've been training for years, but I bet there's no real competition around here.
That makes me wonder, when did black girls first start competing in gymnastics at a high level?
Great question, Trey. I wonder who was the first black girl to flip her way into gymnastics history. Everyone, put your hand on the journal. Is this some kind of joke? I don't know about this, Paige. Trust me, cousins. This is where the real adventure begins. I'm afraid of heights, and that treehouse is pretty high up. Hey, that's okay. You know, being brave isn't about not being scared, it's about facing your fears. How about we take this adventure together, one step at a time? That was pretty cool, Paige. Ready to make some history of our own?
By Journal's light we unite. WonderLeaf ignite. They were about to meet a young woman who would change the face of the sport forever.
Wow, look at all this old school equipment. I can't believe you do this all the time, Paige. Maybe there's more to Maple Grove Heights than we thought. Yeah, this is pretty cool. That must be your Dianne Durham.
Dianne Durham was born in Gary, Indiana, in 1968. From a young age, she showed incredible talent in gymnastics, breaking barriers in a sport that had seen little diversity at its highest levels.
Okay, that's harder than it looks.
Here, let me show you. It's all about balance and momentum. Nice form, Miracle.
Did you know Dianne was coached by the famous Bella Caroli? He also coached Olympic champions like Mary Lou Retton.
How do they make it look so easy? Years of practice and incredible strength. Gymnasts are true athletes.
This place is amazing. It's like stepping into a time capsule of sports history.
Dianne, you have the talent to make history, but it won't be easy. The competition will be fierce, and not everyone will be happy to see you succeed.
I'm ready, Coach. I'll show them what I can do. This must be right before her big win at the U.S. National Championships.
The 1983 US National Championships would be a turning point, not just for Dianne, but for the entire sport of gymnastics. Despite the skepticism and prejudice she faced.
Why are they looking at her like that?
Unfortunately, in the 1980s, there was still a lot of discrimination in sports. Dianne was breaking new ground, and not everyone was ready for change.
Is she really national championship material? This isn't what our champions usually look like.
She doesn't fit the traditional image of the sport. That's not fair. They can't judge her based on how she looks. You're right. But watch how Dianne responds to this challenge.
There's got to be a way to document this injustice. Maybe we can learn from it.
Focus, Dianne. You must nail this routine to have a chance at the championship.
Maybe they're right. Maybe I don't belong here. Can't we do something to help her? We can't change the past. Dianne has to find the strength on her own. I wish we could give her some encouragement. She looks so alone right now.
At that moment, Dianne Durham faced not just a physical challenge, but the weight of prejudice and doubt. The path to making history is rarely easy, but true champions find strength in adversity. As Dianne sat there, a fire began to rekindle within her.
Look, I think she's remembering her strength. This is the moment everything changes. I can't believe how hard it was for her just because of the color of her skin. It's not fair. She's so talented. How could they treat her like that? Maybe things haven't changed as much as we thought. It's scary to think about. You know, sometimes I feel like that in my acting classes, like I have to work twice as hard to be taken seriously. It's frustrating. But look how far we've come. Miracle, you can compete without facing the same barriers Dianne did. And Simone, you have opportunities that weren't available back then. We've made progress, even if there's still work to do. Yeah, and it's because of pioneers like Dianne who paved the way. We owe them so much. In that moment, Team WonderLeaf understood that progress often comes one small step or one flip at a time. They watched as Dianne prepared to make history. No, I belong here, and I'm going to prove it. This is my moment. This is it. She's not giving up. Look at that determination. Look at her go. Her form is perfect. I hope I can be that good someday. With each swing and release, Dianne Durham wasn't just performing gymnastics. She was rewriting history, breaking barriers, and inspiring generations to come. That's it, Dianne. You're ready for the championships. You've shown them all what you can do. And the rest is history. Dianne went on to win the 1983 U.S. National Championships, becoming the first black gymnast to do so. She paved the way for so many others to follow in her footsteps. She really did flip her way into history. I can't believe I'm following in her footsteps. And she opened the door for so many others to follow. Her courage changed the sport forever, including you, Miracle. You're part of her legacy. We all are in our own ways. This journey has shown us how one person's courage can change the world. We each have that power within us. You're right, Paige. We can all make a difference. Yeah, we just need to be brave and stand up for what's right. And remember, progress doesn't happen overnight. It's about persistence and never giving up, just like Dianne showed us. Looks like it's time to go home. Everyone ready? Remember, we carry this lesson with us. Lesson found and page complete. By Journal's light, return our feet. To our time, we now depart, with history's wisdom in our hearts. And so, Team WonderLeaf returned home, carrying with them the inspiring story of Dianne Durham, a true pioneer in the world of gymnastics. But their journey was far from over. We're back, and look at how much has changed because of pioneers like Dianne. I feel like I understand my place in gymnastics history now. It's not just about me, it's about continuing a legacy.
Looks like the WonderLeaf has more stories to tell us.
I can't wait to see who we'll meet next. Paige, that was incredible. I had no idea your small town could lead to such big adventures. Yeah, and learning about Dianne Durham was so inspiring. It makes me want to work even harder at gymnastics. That's what Team WonderLeaf is all about. Finding the extraordinary in the ordinary and learning from the past to shape our future.
Yeah, and remembering that every big change starts with someone brave enough to take that first step or flip.
But with someone cool enough to show their cousins that small towns can hold big wonders.
So, what's our next adventure going to be? Who knows, but whatever it is, we'll face it together. You know, I think we've all grown so much since we started these adventures. It's like we're writing our own history.
You're right, Simone. We're not just learning about history, we're making it too in our own way.
And we're inspiring each other along the way. Dianne's story makes me want to push harder and dream bigger.
And so, Team WonderLeaf returned home, having discovered that sometimes the biggest leaps forward start with a single flip. In Maple Grove Heights, every day holds the potential for a new adventure, a new lesson, and a new way to make history.
Like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a WonderLeaf adventure. Click the bell to join the spell. WonderLeaf's magic is just a ring away. See you at Base Leaf Alpha.